So we're doing something absolutely ridiculous. Honor a wagon. Now we can ride in the tractor together semi-safely.
That's right.
You don't like that? It worked.
It surely did.
Now, this is the...
You just might want some cushions for anybody else.
I suspect so, yes. I don't think I would really carry people. This is the Groundworks, which is Tractor Supply's. Well, actually, I don't know if it's their brand or not. This is Groundworks. I got it from Tractor Supply. 1,400 pounds. The sides, they don't really fold down. They come off more so. It's expanded metal. Some of the better expanded metal on the bottom of a wagon. And let's see, we put it together per the instructions, except we turn this over so that it would be at the right height of the drawbar on the tractor. And
woohoo, now you can hold stuff.
Like rocks out of holes. Firewood. I bet you the fire pit will fit in it too, so now we can move stuff around.
You know, bags of things.
Bags of things like fertilizer and tools. Do you want to carry tools like shovels?
Yeah.
You're not going to pick that up now.
No.
So why the wagon? Well, we started with something like this. This is a dump trailer. It attaches to a lawnmower here, and well, with it folded out, it looks like it's got that tongue on it. Anyway, you get the idea. Yeah, it won't. It keeps zooming in. Anyway, there's an extension that just folds up underneath it. And it's a dump trailer, or it's a wheelbarrow if you've got that little piece folded up underneath it. Here are the handles. Yay! Primarily, we use it in our backyard, and the backyard has a nice little slope with some tree roots. So pushing it uphill doesn't work. So you go to pull it uphill, and this runs over the back of your feet. Okay, but this is still a good thing. So I started looking at wagons, and if you search for wagon, this is what you get. It's not a wagon. It's a yard cart. I wanted something with 4 wheels that would sit level after you let go of the handle, unlike the wheelbarrow type apparatus that wants to, fall over. And I like it. It dumps, and it's poly, and it's held up for a number of years. That's not actually the model that we have, but it's very, very similar. And there's not much to the axle. It's a rod going through a couple of holes and, metal spinning on metal. Like I said, it works just fine. But if you search for wagon, this is what you come up with. What you're looking for is actually called a garden cart. This is everybody's favorite Harbor Freight. They've got a couple here. The sides come off. One of the biggest differences between these guys is, notice that there is no axle. So it's got a high arch so you can drive it off-road, versus this one is more like what you would find in a garden center at like Home Depot or Lowe's or Ace, and you can see the axle that runs across right there. Not as good in the yard, which is what we were looking for. So I ended up looking at these models with that kind of raised axle situation. Went and looked at several of these. The Harbor Freight, the expanded metal, it's very, very, very thin. A pencil, it was probably a third that width. It was tiny. And I know it's going to get scratched up, and as soon as it gets scratched up, it's going to rust. And as soon as it rusts, the whole thing falls apart. So I opted not to go with this one. Although this has a really nice feature here in the handle, and I think this is the one that you click and it either like flops over or rotates around or something, and then you've got the hitch part for the to attach to the back of a lawnmower. And also this part I've never noticed before, but if you're filling this up with stuff, it's nice to have the raised sides. In our case, we're gonna haul rocks or bags of stuff, as my wife suggested. And with the rocks, the dirt falls through the bottom. And we're talking about large rocks. And to carry them off, the dirt falls through the bottom. If you're carrying something else like mulch, having a large hole in the front, it's going to want to fall out the front. So I didn't notice this before. So let's go to what I actually purchased. or began looking at. And I wanted something of substance because the intention was to drag this eventually behind the tractor. Why not? We've got a larger trailer, the military trailer that we had intended to haul large volumes of stuff around the property. It's not at the property yet, so it makes it kind of hard to use. But as I mentioned with the wheelbarrow, if you have to pull it, then the arm that sticks out the bottom, runs into the back of your feet. And it actually takes both of us to pull it up the little hill in our backyard with the tree roots and everything else. So we've got a pile of mulch in the front yard where the power guys dropped it off. We load it up, we drag it to the garden, and it takes both of us to get it up the hill comfortably. So I was looking for a wagon. Why a wagon? Well, if you let go of the wheelbarrow, the handle drops down and it wants to roll downhill. Not great. A wagon with the four wheels, if you let go of it, it's not going to, dump over. Longer handle, easy to, drag up the yard. And there were a variety of options. And you can see that, here's with expanded metal sides. The one I've got doesn't have the expanded metal up the sides. More on that in a second. This one has got some sort of a poly tarp siding. And then there are the plastic ones. I opted with metal. Again, these are the options at Harbor Freight. And look at the cubic footage and the poundage that it can carry. And again, looking at several of these, I was not thrilled by the ones that I could actually lay my hands on and look at. The poly carts, I've already got one that's a poly. I wanted something that was, different and a little bit bigger. So there are those options. I ended up with this one, which you see in the video. This is one of the biggest ones that I could find. 12 cubic feet, 1,400 pounds. One of the first things that we did with this was we loaded it into my truck, and Robert and I went to a swap meet down in Moultrie and drug this thing around. He had taken his Northern Tools version of a radio flyer, which is very rigid and stuff, and it bounced around. And when we used these in October, he had machinist vice in it, and they were just bouncing around making a hellacious noise. And I thought, hey, I'll get a bigger one. So we drug the bigger one around, and it was significantly larger than most everything else that people were dragging around. I saw 2 or 3 other folks dragging these around, older models that were different colors or whatever. But, theirs were loaded down. Very similar in model. Like I said, this is the Groundworks 12 cubic feet. So you can put a number of bags of mulch or fertilizer or vermiculite or perlite or whatever it is that you need, to drag around. The sides don't fold down. They slip in a funky way. I had not seen that because there was never one fully assembled that I could lay hands on. I thought they just folded down with the sides having hinges. Not the case. I'm fine with that. We'll probably don't take the sides off very frequently. I took the sides off to load it in the back of my truck, which was not necessary. So you need to verify your dimensions before you go, taking these things apart. The handle for this one is pretty cool. You just pull out the little pin, which I replaced that with one of these guys. This isn't the exact same one, but instead of having 2 pieces to keep up with, this is attached at the bottom and it just folds down, and it's easy to clip back on. I think I actually picked that up at the swap meet and then put it all together. The handle just slides down versus you can take it off, but you just slide it down and it's out of the way. Then you can attach that to the drawbar or to the rear of a lawnmower. We don't have a lawnmower. Ours is a robot. So I was initially interested or became fascinated by these things. I started looking at them years ago, but when Robert and I went to the swap meet in October, I started noticing all these that people were dragging around versus the radio flyer. Because again, I was looking for something that we could use at the farm, that we could use here at the house if we wanted to, for multiple applications. There was one that really caught my eye, and I had never seen anything like it before, and it was this guy. And it's smaller. It's only 6 cubic feet. One thing that was really, really cool. Right there, you see that little triangle poking out the back? That right there is a trailer hitch. So why is that so neat or important? Because you can do this. That's just ridiculous. But I love the idea of attaching multiple wagons, smaller manageable wagons versus a hay wagon, which is gargantuan and has, trailer tires on it that are 16 inches in diameter and blah, blah, blah. And they also stand, 4 feet tall. That's just too big. This is manageable by a person and or by a tractor. As you see, I drug my wife around on the back of the big Kubota with no problem. She said it was a little rough, but what do you expect? But the train thing, this was just a fascinating concept to me. Now, the only trailer I could find that had a hitch on it was the Cobalt. And I want to commend them that this was brilliant, and it's brilliant marketing because of this application. Here it is without the sides. I wouldn't hook multiples together like this because they're just going to, flop all over the place. But you can load it up with tools. You can load it up with stuff. So if you go down to, say, like if we go to the creek and we want to load up a wagon with sand, we can do that, but we can also carry the tools down. Yes, we could carry them in the bucket of the tractor. This also is a reasonable application. There's other tools that we could carry besides rakes and shovels, like the pump for water, and we could have the barrels for the water in the bucket of the tractor. This makes sense, at least in my mind, for multiple applications. Now, where this gets really fun with the Cobalt stuff, now this one's half the size of the one that I bought. Nothing wrong with that. This is great for a small yard, which is what we have here. But with multiple acres, bigger is better. Then they've got this dump wagon, which is, again, the only one that I've seen that's like this. There are some of these smaller dump carts like this one. Notice the distance between the wheels. That when you go to dump it, that rear axle moves forward. So as it pivots, the wheels move forward, which may make sense. It didn't to me because physics and probability, something bad's going to happen. So the one that they have at this other one, this being the Cobalt, this one was interesting because of the way it dumps. Now, I haven't bought this one. It just dumps between the wheels. Okay, I like that. It dumps between the wheels. It's a much more stable platform at that point. Now, it's small. It's only 7 cubic feet. And so if you were going to buy these two together, that would be a great solution. I'm not going to buy an additional one because I already have this guy, which can be used as a trailer, and a dump trailer at that. Now, the wagon that I bought does not have a hitch yet. So you get one of these. Here it is, just came today. It's very heavy duty. Very heavy duty. This bolts onto the back. You can see the holes on the screen, so you can put them at any width. I don't have any holes, so I'll make holes. And then you can attach the hitch of the trailer, just slides over and you drop a pin in it. You could also put a chain through here. Given the material of the wagon cart, I probably wouldn't pull anything heavy with the chain with this. The rattle, clank, clank. The other thing about this, you can see the handle there, is that it came with this, which has a magnet attached to the bottom so that you can keep this with that and it doesn't fall off. Now, it does have, I could have taken it out of the bag, but I didn't. It does have a hole in the bottom right there. There, you see that you can put the pin through to keep it from falling out or bouncing out. But with the magnet, I think it'll be okay. And when they're not being used together, it can just sit right there and we'll always know where it is. So this, in conjunction with our big wagon, in conjunction with this as a dump trailer, will be a good solution. The dump trailer being poly and being solid, we can carry stuff like sand or dirt in it. Now, the other cart, you could do very similar things with. Obviously, sand's going to fall through the bottom, but you could take a tarp and lay it in there and then fill it up. You could take buckets and you could put it in there and you could fill those up. You could take the lawn-sized garbage bags, 42 gallon or 52 gallon. You could split one in half and you could lay it in there to, keep the stuff from falling through the holes. Why didn't you just buy a solid one? Because this is multi-purpose. We've got tons of scrap pieces of tarp that had been damaged. Go back and see the awning video. you could cut it out and put it in here, and if something happens to it, it was a scrap piece anyway. Now the other thing that I have in mind for this is to keep it from getting totally wrecked. Because if you throw in, like football-sized rocks is some of the stuff that we're picking up and holding onto or moving around. If you lob one of those into this, it's going to cause damage, which is going to cause it to rust, and then you have to have maintenance on it. So if you do something like this, these are truck mud flaps. Now this one has been cut down from the 30 inches. These are heavy duty. You can see they're about that thick. They're almost as thick as the metal for the hitch. And they're fairly rigid. Fairly rigid. I can hold it up and it doesn't, fold over. They work great for cutting surfaces, for cloth. I've used it for felt with a rolling cutter, for some train table related stuff. But I found these in much larger sizes, and my intention, and I discussed this with my wife, and she likes the idea, is to put one of these in the bed of the wagon. So if we lob a big rock over, the likelihood of it hitting the mat first to absorb the shock and then roll off to the side, and the dirt could still, be filtered off and through the bottom of this thing. One, or cut it up to be two, doesn't really matter. That's kind of my intention, to cut down on the amount of damage that we do to this just by not thinking through some of our actions, which if you're out in the field, if you're out in the world and you're doing work and you've got lobbing rocks into the back of it, probably just a bad idea. Now the thing that I'm totally enamored by is the scale of this thing. I went and looked at it, laid hands on it before I bought it, looked at several of these models, and yeah, it looked big. When we took it to the swap meet and I realized that it was gargantuan, it still didn't set in how big it was, even though it was sitting in front of me, until my wife sat in it. But this struck a chord with me because many, many years ago, we had found this wagon. This is a wagon at Northern Tool. This was back in 2006. I don't remember. This has got to be a cell phone picture, but it's got the timestamp on it. And it was $200. And I think it was a metal bed. You can see that it's got stake sides so that you could put wooden sides up, or wooden extensions on the sides to use it for something larger, pneumatic tires. But I think that's the axle right there. So it didn't have that clearance underneath it. But ever since I took the picture of my wife in this wagon, I've been looking for something. I think that's why I was so drawn to the large wagon, is something of this scale to remind me of this particular picture. And if you notice, my wife hasn't aged a day. Any of the gray hairs that she may have are, my fault. And the scowl is because of the sun is in her eyes. She wasn't mad at me or anything like that. So this was the winner of the wagons that we purchased, obviously. And right now the stupid thing's on sale. Could have saved $50. But I bought this in March and this is May 1st. But if I decide I wanted more, I could go buy more now so that we could haul more stuff in a much larger wagon train. A literal train of wagons. Hope this helped. Thanks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Too many hobbies, not enough time.
It's a theme song, y'all.